Hi everyone. Right, I said I'll come back and do a plaque. Now, last night I did try to film it early rather than do it today because I was going to be so busy, and it didn't work out how I wanted it to work with the filming. I don't know for what reason my camera cut out. Probably because the battery was dying. So I've charged it up overnight. Hopefully we'll get one done today. But this is what I'd filmed for you. And as you can, well, hopefully you can see this crackle effect here and here. It isn't everywhere. Some under here, and then the flower on top. So I haven't gone over that and embossed it yet. I will be doing that. And there's lots and lots of crackle effects you can see. But I love this, the way it's just now and again, where it's, lots of it. Hope you can see that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do another one. Now Tricia sent me this huge plaque. So this is the one I'm going to do. I've chosen my image, which is a nice size image. And what I've done, just to see how I want the picture to look, I've used some stamps, and these are Sheena Douglas's stamps. And I've stamped where I want my flowers to be, because they are going to be hand painted. And pop my picture on. Might have it at an angle, not quite sure. And I like that arrangement. So that's one way you can do it. You can stamp it on a piece of paper to get the look you want, and then when you're doing it back onto your board, you're getting it right, basically. How you want it to look. So what I'm going to do at the moment is just pop my where are we? I'll put my picture there so I don't forget. That's the sort of image that I'm going to do. But the first thing we have to do, when I move these out the way, we have to do the background. And I'm going to enjoy this because it's a nice big background to work with. Okay? So I'm just moving bits out the way. Now I'm just going to tell you the materials you're going to need for the whole project. You're going to need some PVA glue watered down. Now this one is half and half. If I'm sticking pictures on, I will use 2 parts glue, 1 part water. But if I just want to do a coat of something over, I will do half and half. I am going to use maybe, hopefully, some stickles. You're going to need the perfect medium because I'm going to go, oh, well, I don't know if I am going to. I've put it out, but I might go over the whole thing with the PVA glue. I've chosen my colours. This is for the background. Mustard seed, wild honey, scattered straw and walnut stain. A selection of stamps. I've chosen the paint I'm going to use. Just an artist acrylic paint in a lime green. The folk art acrylic paint, sunny yellow. The Americana primary red of Deco Art. And then the folk art hunter green. So they're the colours. I will be using white, of course. You're going to need a selection of brushes. Flat ones, round ones. I'm not giving numbers out. I don't go by number. I go by what I see on the bristles. You're going to need some stays on ink. You may need some tools. So I've got those out. Some sponges. Got those out. White acrylic paint. I have got the crackle medium out. Obviously, your picture. Some bottled water, which I'm going to top up as well. There should be enough in there anyway. And maybe some smaller sponges. And the board you're going to work on. I have got some flowers out as well, just in case I want to add a few 3D ones. Okay? And therefore you will need the hot glue gun, which I shall now pop in. Pop on, should I say. And then, like I say, I do have my heat tool, which you're going to need as well. And a cloth. Mine's dirty. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is, this time I'm going to coat the background. And the background, I'm just using an emulsion type paint. Okay? Let's choose a biggish brush because we are doing a large area. If I can get this to work. So it's just giving it a quick lick of paint. You don't have to prime it. You've seen me where I haven't. I don't follow any rules. There's no rules in crafting to me. Now when I need to work closely, I will lower the camera down, but for now I'm just letting you see the whole process. I'm not worrying about the outer edge because I'm going to go over that with a pen, a felt tip pen in black. Okay, so that's all I'm doing to that. It's just to give it a quick coat. So I want the colours to stand out more. Now what I'm going to do is to dry that. It's not quite dry, but I'm not bothered about that. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the mustard seed, and all I'm going to do is just dab it on, to be honest. All over. That's all I'm going to do. Like that. I'm also going to use some of the wild honey, and for that I'm just going to the scattered straw. We may need to build this up in layers, but that's fine. And then I'm going to use some water. And you can see, not done anything really to it apart from spray it. Layer it with paint, ink. Love that. Just going to let them all fuse together. Just have to wait a while. And then I'm just get a bit of tissue. And it's just a little bit of because we're going to build this up. Okay, just take a little bit off, and now I'm going to dry it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more of the paint on. And I can find my brush. Okay, it's just to layer it, and watch what happens with the colour. See the colours running into it? It picks up the colour, or colours, should I say. And eventually you build up what you want it to look like. I might have to do this video in more than one part, because it is going to be, I am hand painting, it does take time, and I don't really want to be running out and, you know, so that's what I'm going to do. I hope you can see that okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the walnut stain and I'm just going to dab it along. I do want quite a bit around the edge. This is a vintage picture, or plaque should I say. Like that. Now you can still see all the yellow in that, and it will all still come through. What I am going to do is just add a touch more of the yellow. And the orange. Okay. And again, take the water. Take that off, whatever that is. The lines will, you know, kind of like disappear, but I'm going to do that just to get rid of those lines. Like that. Just let that fuse a bit. We do this in one piece if I can. That's all I'm doing, just to lift some of it off. Like that. And I can dry that. Right, I'm just going to try something else as well, because you know me, I like to, let me see, is it this one? Whoops, daisy. I do have some re-inkers, this is the one I'm after, and so therefore what I'm going to do is just add a touch of the walnut stain in the re-inker. Now this is really, really concentrated, so I'm just going to do that because I don't want to put the pad back on it. Running out of water. Now I've got that, is where I'm going to get filthy. Right? And just, yeah, it's darkened it. But I haven't finished yet. It won't be as dark as this. What I want is to try and get the aged, the really, really aged look. Like that. And while that's, look at me. While that's like that, what I'm going to do again is go back in with some of this white paint. See how it's got that wood grain effect. To wipe my hands before I put them back in my tub. Like that. You could do this with a brush. You do not have to do it with your hand. I can still see the orange and yellow coming through, so that's great. Okay. I'll dry my hands off. Where did I put my tissue? I'm just going to lift some of that off. Right, that's better. That's the colour I'm after. And it's just a matter of playing around with what you like, with what you want. That's what I want. That wood grainy effect. Okay. So what I have to do now is to completely dry that.